Back here inside the University Center on the campus of Southeastern Louisiana, getting you set for the Class B semifinal between the two-seeded Pitkin Lady Tigers and the defending champions in Class B, the Fairview Lady Panthers. And both teams still out shooting around. Yeah, they got about 30 minutes of burn out here before the actual time started. They were out stretching, and they've got to shoot for what seemed like forever. And then the 15 minutes started. So, again, going to be able to get familiar with these rims. We haven't seen many teams shoot it particularly well in here the first day plus, but that was no issue for Bell City, who has punched their ticket to the state championship for the second year in a row. Again, they'll await the winner of this game, but it will set the stage for you. These two teams played twice, and we're at one of those two. The first of which, January 20th, at Fairview, did not go the way Pitkin wanted. Just a 7-point win from Fairview. So, you would think you get them at home, and the outcome would be a little different. But, man, Fairview really, after the first quarter, just kind of settled in and got after Pitkin and really blew that game open. It was a tight game after the first quarter, and then it wasn't. It almost got to a running clock, but again, just a bad shooting night for the Lady Tigers on that night. But again, you go back to how you can defeat this team. We saw Anacoca do what a lot of teams haven't been able to do this season, beat Fairview at kind of their own game, but the length, I think, for Anacoca affected them. We saw the Lady Indians get out to a 10-0 start, and they just hung on there late for dear life. Fairview never led in the game. They had a chance to take the lead with the basketball once. AJ unable to make the layup, and then we saw the big shot by Kylie Kaye to kind of seal the deal there. But again, you've got to pretty much play perfect if you want to beat this team, because they continue to kind of keep coming and coming, and they're not going to stop. That was a 10-point lead late. It was an 8-point lead late after the Kaye three, and they had a chance to maybe cut it to 3 and get the ball back there late, did Fairview, but unable to do so. And again, no issue during the playoff run for the Lady Panthers. Regional matchup, beat Weston 65-21. That was the first game after the loss to Anacoco. And then again, the other day, Quitman went up there and got worked 86-48. As for Pitkin, again, they had Castor at home in the regional round after the bye, 63-24. And again, that emotional victory against Hathaway in that 2-7 matchup. Down 7 going into the fourth quarter after leading by 7 at half. Just somehow found a way. Just the mental toughness. We talked about it. We were going to see what Pitkin was made of mentally in that game. Again, had all the opportunity right there in front of you at home. First chance to get to the semifinals in 15 years, up at halftime, and then to have that third quarter not go your way and to come back and hold the lead and then go back and forth late down the stretch. That said a lot about the character of Coach Phillip George's team. The Pitkin Lady Tigers, 8-time state champs, looking to get their 9th in program history. That would tie for the 4th most, I believe, if my numbers are correct. Yeah, it'll be the 4th most, tied with Anacoco and Baskin. Obviously, Fairview is the class of they're in a class of their own. They've got the most in the state by a good bit. Gina and Southwood trail by 6 at the moment. Fairview looking for title number 17. And, again, to do so, they would have to go through Bell City again if they beat Pitkin here. Lady Tigers, again, won it last in 95, their last title appearance back in 2001. But, again, you wonder how the emotional game against Hathaway would kind of carry over. The good thing for Pitkin, they've had about a 4 or 5 days, I guess, to kind of settle the emotion. Because, look, the emotion was undescribable in that facility the other day with the win and the comeback, having to go through that. The late bucket by Jocelyn Johnson kind of blew the roof off the place. But, we saw the emotion there when they were cutting the nets down. How are you going to respond? Because, again, that's one hurdle you've got to get over. And now you've got to beat the team that's kind of giving you problems, the mental hurdle of getting over Fairview. So we'll see how they kind of respond after getting back here and then with all the bright lights and the big arena. Fairview, this is nothing new to them. So, they hadn't shot it particularly well coming into this. They had no issues in the playoffs, but we saw the Anacoca game. Didn't play particularly well. Coach Jinks called this a down year, quote unquote. But again, down year, getting back to the semis, I think anybody would kill to have that opportunity. But again, the Lady Tigers getting introduced, the non-starters. And Fairview already has had their non-starters announced. Pitkin, the 2 seeds, so they are wearing the home white uniforms. It's the white with the blue numerals and lettering. Pitkin across the chest, trimmed in that silver with the blue gradient down the neck, shoulders, and on the shorts. Fairview, the road team, wearing the black jerseys. Fairview in the numerals in white, trimmed in gold with the gold and white trim down the side and the gold around the neck. They are going over the starters. It's going to be Andy Stanley. I'll give you those starters. If I can get my paper out. A.J. Williams, Andy Stanley. Just a second. A.J., I thought she just fell down there. It's going to be Andy Stanley, Ellie Goldman, Andy Turner, Cheyenne Clement, and A.J. Williams. Again, Andy Turner, no stranger here in this environment. As a 7th grader, came in here and made the first shot she put up in this building. Step back 3. That was a few years ago now. And again, looking for title number 17 in the program's history. Just an impressive program that has gotten a ton of buy-in and trust from the parents and the players from the little dribblers level down. So Jocelyn Johnson is in the starting lineup with that brace on the knee. Again, good to see her back. We're going to hope that she is effective here tonight because, again, she was playing down the stretch late for Coach George after Natalie fouled out. So it's going to be Jocelyn Johnson, Charlie Lentz, Lila Markle, and Natalie Nolan. And trying to get that 5th starter. Again, Coach George, he'll shuffle that lineup around. We saw as it's going to be Lexi Strother. So Strother, Nolan, Marco Lentz, and Jocelyn Johnson. Andy Stanley, Ellie Goldman, Andy Turner, Cheyenne Clement, and A.J. Williams. Huh? No, she played Thursday. Harrison Batnick, KLB, came over and asked about Joss. Said, is it her first game back? Said, no. She played down the stretch Thursday, had the biggest basket, arguably, in Pitkin program history in the last 15 years to give them that 5-point lead to kind of cushion themselves into earning a spot here. And she'll be out there in the starting lineup again. You wonder how effective she can be running around. Not at 100%, almost shades of Kirk Gibson out there last Thursday, kind of limping around out there, laying it in to go up 5. But she's out here in the starting lineup. It's Pitkin Fairview. Winner moves on to the Class B championship game against Bell City on Friday. Pleasure to have you with us, Sean Larken. Michael back in studio. It'll be Strother and A.J. Williams in the mid-circle. And the Class B semifinal is underway. It'll be Fairview with the basketball going from left to right on your radio dial. And it's Andy Turner starting off on Markle. Turner to the rack. That one spins out. She's fouled, and Markle picks up her first foul 8 seconds into the action. Hadn't seen much of that out of Andy in her career except for this year. She's kind of turned her game up a notch, kind of a spot-up shooter there for the first couple of years, but seen a lot more of her get into the rack, and she is at the free throw line here. And the first one off the back iron, no good. The Pitkin students over there to my right, behind the goal, offset over to the left of the goal, giving it to Andy after the first miss, and then Turner knocks down the second. Fairview on the board first. It's 1-0, and now some pressure in the backcourt. Lentz on A.J. Williams. A.J. done a nice job taking over for point guard Coach Jinks, guarded by Charlie Lentz, the classic Charlie Lentz game. Penetrate, kick 3 out for Jocelyn Johnson, no good, and A.J. Williams has it looking to run here for the Lady Panthers. Opening 30 seconds, A.J. spins into the paint, left-hand layup, too strong. Crashing the boards is Andy Stanley. Stanley had a double-double last time these two teams played. Goldman with it, back to the basket on Nolan. She goes to the rim, spins one out, no good. And that one's going to go out of bounds back to Pitkin. Again, you've got to rebound the basketball if you're the Lady Tigers and limit Fairview as hard as it is. Limit them to at least one shot, no more than two each trip, because those long rebounds will come out and it's just so hard to defend for 30 seconds. And now Lentz operating, goes off the screen. She'll kick it out. Jocelyn Johnson, another chance at it. That off the back iron, no good. They've given her some space and now looking to run. On the other end goes Andy Turner. She'll kick it back out. Goldman to the rack. Shot up no good. Charlie Lentz pulls it down. 1-0 Fairview. Minute 10 seconds in. Quickly underneath, they go to Strother. That one tipped back out to Charlie Lentz. Lentz jab step. Jocelyn Johnson with it on the wing. Over it goes to Lila Markle. Markle crossover dribble. Nice spin move. Scoop shot layup no good. A.J. Williams pulls down the rebound. She's looking to run. A.J. will penetrate, kick it out. And Andy Stanley's three off the mark. Rebounded by Charlie Lentz. Poked away from behind and now stolen into the hands of Stanley. She'll leave it off for A.J. Williams. Shot up no good. Right back it goes underneath the Cheyenne Clement, and she'll put it back in. Again, second, third opportunities there for Fairview. It's 3-0 Lady Panthers. Nearly 2 minutes gone here into the opening quarter. Pitkin yet to break the seal. Strother with it now. She'll give it off on the dribble, handoff to Natalie Nolan, and her floater is up and in. Natalie Nolan gets the Lady Tigers on the board here in the semifinal. Clement, scoop shot back to A.J. Williams, and A.J. gets one to go. Kind of a hook shot pass there from Clement to A.J., and A.J.'s on the board. It's 5-2. Fairview leads. Now Markle goes behind the back on Turner, gets it into the front court. Crossover dribble. She'll go around a screen from Strother. Nice switch by Goldman. They'll dump it inside to Charlie Lentz. She got good position and lays it in up off the window. Nice little play design there. And Charlie Lentz has her first points here in the semifinal. Now A.J. Williams didn't put it on the deck before she took off. And a couple of subs coming. It'll be Abby Nolan and Madison Johnson will check in here for Coach George. No subs yet for Coach Kyle Jinks. As again, he doesn't go as deep into his bench as he'd like. But if you remember, the last time these two teams played at Pitkin, it was the bench that absolutely torched Pitkin. It was Gracie Lejeune and Carly Smith. Carly Smith could not miss. And now Abby Nolan, full head of steam. Scoop shot layup is good. Count the basket and the foul. Abby Nolan off the bench. Instant offense. And she's headed to the free throw line. Cheyenne Clement will pick up the foul. And now another sub coming in for Coach George after Nolan knocks down the free throw. Arcadia Lacaz will check in. Again, Coach George, he was pressing every substitution button known to man last week. It wasn't the hockey line subs we normally see. He was one in, one out, trying to figure out how to solve that Hathaway puzzle, and finally pushed the right buttons and got it done, and now they're here. A.J. will line up the seams on a three. That one hits the front iron, no good, and the long rebound ricocheted off of Andy Stanley and goes out of bounds. 7-5, Pitkin has the lead. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in quarter number one. Winner moves on to face Bell City. And Nolan just gave the stiff arm to Clement. She'll penetrate, kick it out to Madison Johnson. Johnson cut off at the elbow, had it poked away by A.J. Williams. Off it goes to Andy Stanley. Andy pops the clutch, goes to the rack, and the layup spins out. And Clement rips it away from Madison Johnson. Now a tie-up under the basket. Possession arrow, give it to Pitkin. Early signs here from the Lady Tigers. No nerves. Charlie Lentz will check in for Arcadia Lacaz. You would think maybe a little bit of nerves here the first time on the floor. We've seen that a couple of times now by a few teams here this week. Pitkin looks like they're ready to rock and roll. Abby Nolan off the bench with the basketball from Lila Markle. And now Charlie Lentz has it. Guarded by A.J. Williams. Charlie thought about maybe lining up a three. Nolan did catch it cleanly. Now she'll take one from the parking lot. That one doesn't go. Crashed down there for the rebound and tapped out, I think, last touch by Fairview, I believe. I think it was Andy Turner trying to crash the boards, and she had it go off of her out of bounds. So back it goes to Pitkin, and now Coach George subbing in Strother for Abby Nolan. Nolan, a good opening shift there for Coach George. Again, he will wear us out on the substitutions. And on the inbound, Markle bounces it to Charlie Lentz. She's got position. She'll be blocked by the underneath padding of the rim. Ran out of real estate under there. And now Andy Stanley puts one up, wild shot, no good, and Strother clears. Natalie Nolan with it now. Nolan quickly up ahead to Charlie Lynch. She'll take a three, and that one too strong, but the rebound pulled down by Strother. She was out of bounds trying to save it in. A good look there from Natalie Nolan, unable to cash it in. And Fairview will walk it into the front court. A.J. Williams with it now. Again, A.J., a great year. As nobody picks her up, she'll step into a three. That one no good. Fairview a little cold to start here. But we've said that about a lot of teams all week. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Johnson puts on the brakes and lays it in. Madison Johnson in transition, beating Fairview at their own game. It's 9-5, 3:46 to play. Andy Turner lowers her shoulder. That one spins out on the layup, and Charlie Lynch pulls down the rebound. The arrow will keep it to Fairview. Coach George wanted a foul, but I think that was a good tie-up underneath there. In Fairview, yet to hit one from beyond the arc. A lot of teams so far haven't been able to do so through 2 days, or a day plus. 3:39 remaining. Pitkin leads at 9-5. This is a really good start here for the Lady Tigers. Now A.J. pops the clutch. Layup no good, and then Stanley has one rim out. She was wide open, and now that one will be loose. Back to Pitkin it goes. Fairview not shooting it well here to start. Then Stanley followed the layup. Nobody was on her. And that one just kind of spun out. So an empty trip there for Fairview. And Pitkin, let's see if they can take advantage here. Nolan, a little crossover dribble. She'll penetrate, kick it out. Strother's three. That one rolls out. Long rebound out to Lila Markle. Extra possession here for Pitkin. They'll skip it back to Nolan on the wing. Nolan knifes into the lane, takes the contact, and Stanley fouls her on the way up. And that'll be shooting. And free throws coming here for Natalie Nolan. So Andy Stanley's first, and Natalie Nolan at the free throw line. First one is up off the back iron, too strong. And now a sub. Here comes Gracie Lejeune, and Gracie Lejeune made the biggest impact in that game at Pitkin a few weeks ago. Again, came off the bench and unable to just get anything underneath. That was due to Gracie Lejeune, as she'll get the rebound off the second miss. Nolan empty trip there. It's still 9-5 Lady Tigers. A.J. Williams gets into the lane. Layup no good. Stanley crashes for the rebound. Again, that's unacceptable there if you're Pitkin. You got to limit them there. And now Andy Turner gets smacked in the face inadvertently by Lila Markle. Markle, good show of sportsmanship, will help her up there, trying to swat the basketball away. Desiree Powell check in. Coach George has played. He's played 9. A.J. Williams with it after the reset. And that one up and in. Good play on the inbounds. A.J. Williams has got 4. It's 9-7. Lady Tigers lead it. 2:40 to play in the opening quarter. On the double team, they had Madison Johnson underneath the basket. They go to Powell. Scoop, layup no good. Powell follows her shot and puts it back up and in. They had Strother and Powell, or Johnson and Powell down there. They finally got it to Desiree, and she capitalized. A.J., nice spin move in the post. Had it spin out off the window. Let the long rebound out to Andy Stanley. She's got about 4 or 5 of those already here in the opening quarter. Andy Turner lines a deep 3 up. That one no good. Another rebound under there by Goldman. And Andy Turner, that one might have been blocked on the way up. And it wasn't. Andy thought there's no way. I missed that one too short. As that was way short. I feel like that one was tipped, but referees thought otherwise. It'll be Natalie Nolan to trigger it in under the Fairview basket. Yeah, Andy Turner thinking there's no way I just shot that one as short as I did. Breaking the pressure was Madison Johnson. That would have been a ridiculous pass if Markle could have got it over there. Instead, she'll smartly get it up the floor. Now she's doubled. She'll bounce it in on the block to Powell. Powell in some trouble over there, nearly threw it away, but it was deflected by Goldman. 11-7. Here comes Jocelyn Johnson back in. Again, good to see Joss playing. We thought she was pretty much done for the year after injuring that knee. And to see her out last week, didn't even have her on my score sheet. And then if you're wondering, I forgot to put her on the score sheet again this week. So good to see Joss again. Made a massive bucket on a foot race to the rim to give Pitkin a couple of possessions lead. Now Nolan has it. She'll pull it back out at the three-point line and give it back to Jocelyn Johnson. Joss will get it to Charlie Lynch. She loses the defender, kicks it out. Nolan catch and shoot 3 is good. Natalie Nolan throws up the three celebration. She's got 5. It's 14-7. Now back on the other end. Andy Stanley answers with a 3. First one of those for Fairview, and it's 14-10. Back and forth we go. Markle catches, and she'll operate the offense. Goes on Turner. She'll kick it out. Charlie Lentz will take a step back 3. That one misses long, and the rebound right to Goldman. A.J. Williams looking to run here. Charlie Lentz in the paint. Little crossover dribble. Charlie holds her ground, and now a little spinorama, and Charlie will foul A.J., and A.J. Williams led to the free throw line. Good defense initially to stop the pressure there by Charlie Lentz. And actually, they're going to get Natalie Nolan. Nolan trailing the play will pick up the foul. So Charlie did an even better job. Didn't foul and stop the pressure. First free throw, no good, however, from A.J. Williams. A.J. hearing it from the Pitkin students. And she goes 1 of 2. 5 points for A.J. here in the early going. 1 minute to play in quarter number 1. Pitkin leads Fairview 14-11. Shout out to the student section for Pitkin for showing up and showing out for their classmates. Charlie Lentz walks down her defender, Lejeune, and now she'll step back at the elbow and knock one down. Good shot there from Charlie Lentz. He's got 4 here in the first quarter. It's a 5-point Pitkin lead. And now A.J. knifes in, takes it all the way to the rack, and little resistance there on defense. She's got 7 here in the opening quarter. Could be in for a big night for A.J. Williams. They'll get it out to Jocelyn Johnson. She tried to go in on Lejeune. Lejeune clearly affected that one. The rebound back out, though. Jocelyn Johnson catch and shoot. 3 is good. Why go inside when I can knock down the 3 from deep? And Jocelyn on the board with her first 3. 19-13. Quickly back on the other end. A.J. Williams lays it up and in. She's got 9 in the opening quarter. 14 seconds left here in the quarter. Madison Johnson gets it into the front court. She's wide open all along. She'll pull it back out. On the flash goes Lentz to the rack. That one spins out. Andy Turner has it. 2 seconds, 1 second. Good if it goes from half court. And that one hit the side of the backboard. And the first quarter comes to an end. A great start here in the semifinal for the Pitkin Lady Tigers. They lead Fairview after 1, 19-15. It's the Class B semifinal on today's Country 105.7.
Great food, great drinks, and a great time? You're sure to find all that and maybe more at Double D Steakhouse in DeRidder. Open daily at 11 a.m., they are ready to serve you juicy burgers, delicious chicken dishes, and cut daily certified Angus beef steaks, all cooked over a mesquite grill. Complement your entree with a loaded baked potato, some steamed veggies, or any of their many side selections. Watch your favorite sports teams on one of their mini TVs while enjoying an ice-cold draft beer or one of their many popular drink specials. Double D Steakhouse, located on Highway 171 in DeRidder, for great food, great drinks, and a great
Hello,
time.
this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Back here inside the University Center where Pitkin Lady Tigers lead Fairview after 1, 19-15. Jocelyn Johnson will trigger it in right in front of us here at midcourt. She'll get it over to Lila Markle. Lady Tigers going from right to left on your radio dial. Jocelyn knocked down a 3 right there to close out the first quarter. She was in the starting lineup, and now here she is cutting to the basket. What a feed underneath. Nolan gets it to Jocelyn Johnson. She's got 5 after kind of lulling the defender to sleep. She cut to the basket and got a nice feed. Meanwhile, back on the other end, A.J. Williams might be in for a record night here. She's got 11. Easy layup from the right-hand side. It's 21-17. Charlie Lentz gets it. Goes around A.J. Williams. Shot up off the window, and Charlie Lentz cashes one in. Pace starting to pick up here as now Andy Stanley gets it on the wing. She'll kick it back out. A.J. Williams steps into a 3. That one up and off the mark. Rebound by Jocelyn Johnson. She'll get it over to Charlie Lentz. Opening minute of the second quarter. Pitkin leads Fairview 23-17. Winner to the state championship game on Friday against Bell City. Markle has it on the wing. She'll start to knife into the paint. She's cut off at the elbow. Charlie Lentz has it. A.J. Williams walks out on her. She'll reset the offense. Look back at Coach George. Marking out orders. Still as animated as ever. Not as animated as he was last Thursday. As now he's animated. He calls the timeout, and he starts to scream at the girls. They weren't getting into the offense. It was a little stagnant. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 23-17, Pitkin leads. It's the Class B semifinal in today's Country 105.7.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Back here inside the University Center, Pitkin leads Fairview 23-17. And they'll have it here. Lila Markle off the inbound from Jocelyn Johnson, working on Andy Turner. She'll go around on the dribble handoff, and that one going to roll right under the table here. I got the assist. I had to reach down there and kick it. I think I just pulled a groin down there. First quarter stats. Fairview from the field, 27%. Pitkin, 8 for 19, good for 42%. 2 for 8 from deep. Fairview just 1 for 6. So Pitkin, pretty good shooting quarter, and that's why they won the first 19-15. They lead it here 23-17. Andy Turner, step back 3 from deep. That one off the mark. Long rebound. Goldman hits the deck, and the rebound secured by Nolan. She'll baseball pass it up ahead. Tipped, deflected. Strother couldn't catch it, and now Andy Turner with it. Turnover there. Back to Fairview. That looked like an easy transition, too. And now Goldman takes one from the parking lot. That one no good. And Clement gets the rebound. Clement back in there for Gracie Lejeune. Played the closing half there. And Lejeune at the scores table. She'll come in at the next dead ball. A.J. Williams loses the defender and puts it in off the window. A.J.'s got 13 here in the first half. And now a steal off the inbound. And good job by Charlie Lentz to knock it out. And out of bounds, it'll go back to Pitkin. I guess it was last touched under there by either A.J. or Andy Stanley. Charlie to inbound it. She'll get it over to Madison Johnson, who checked in at the last dead ball. Johnson pulls Lejeune out of the painted area. Now she'll kind of get her to sag off. They can clear out that lane. Charlie Lentz wants to go in there. But Lejeune now on the switch guards Charlie Lentz. Johnson, a little head fake. She'll go in, kick it back out to Jocelyn Johnson. Jocelyn pulls Clement out, and now Charlie Lentz on the dribble handoff has it. Good defense by Clement, and Charlie will have to reset here. 5:25 to play in the half, and that is going to be a 5-second call. Good defense there from Clement. That'll be a turnover. Lentz really a little bit lackadaisical over there on the far side. Didn't start to go to work, and Clement just kept crowding the basketball. So a turnover back. It goes to Fairview. On the dribble handoff, Lejeune will step back and take one from deep. No good. Goldman pulls down the rebound. She's fouled underneath. And I think those hands were a 1 and a 5. We'll see. And that's Lila Markle's second. And A.J. Williams will reset it here off the inbounds play. She's got some space. She'll knife in, and she's fouled by Charlie Lentz on the way up. And A.J. starting to assert herself down in the paint. Again, 13 points here in the first half. And she is at the free throw line to try to add to that total and cut into this 4-point Pitkin lead. And A.J. makes the first. Again, shout out to my guy over there in the far corner, Harrison over at KLB. He did a great story on A.J. She was Athlete of the Week a couple weeks ago. As that missed free throw, Gracie Lejeune couldn't keep it alive. They asked A.J. about the transition from moving over after one of the best players I've ever seen. Reese Jinks graduated last year, and she said the transition at first was a little tough, but she settled into that point guard role here for Coach Jinks. And, again, so well-spoken. That was a great interview. A.J. did a really good job in that interview. A lot of kids a little afraid to get in front of the camera. As now back on the other end after the steal, Andy Stanley was about to go coast to coast. She gets fouled. Natalie Nolan picks up her second. And she fouled out the other night against Hathaway. So something to monitor. Still about 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. 4:40 to be exact. And now A.J. Williams with it. And she'll start to operate into the paint. They'll make her swing it out. Andy Turner catch and shoot three. That one rims out. Andy hadn't been able to get going yet. That was 17 points from Nolan in that quarterfinal. Back quickly on the other end. It goes back to Nolan. They'll dump it down, inside out. Good ball movement. Jocelyn Johnson takes a deep three. That one no good. Back tap out from Lentz, and Johnson will save it over there before it goes out. Now she'll reset. That shot up no good. And the long rebound out. Markle, good hustle. Tried to throw it off of Lejeune over there on the far side. It'll go out of bounds. Back to Fairview. And Abby Nolan looking to check in. I think Jocelyn's going to come out. They'll kind of keep her in spells. Again, was on crutches about 2 weeks ago. So she'll probably have to get back into conditioning. But a good job by Coach George. He does sub out Lentz out as well. So on the floor right now, it's Lila Markle, Abby Nolan, Natalie Nolan, Desiree Powell, and Madison Johnson. 5 for Fairview. Goldman, Clement, Turner, A.J. Williams, and Andy Stanley. Clement takes a three from the corner. That one misses everything. Johnson crashes the boards and gets the rebound. And I think Stanley's going to pick up the foul there. Just kind of got in the way. And that's Andy Stanley's second. 23-20, just under 4 minutes to play. And Coach George subbing them in and out left and right. Powell out, Charlie Lentz in. On the inbound, Abby Nolan catches. Working on Clement. Trying to rid her, and now she'll hand it off to Markle. Markle takes over with Andy Turner guarding Lila. She'll walk her down all the way into the post and pick up the foul. Good aggression there from Lila Markle. She'll head to the free throw line. Andy Turner picks up the foul. Last time we saw Andy in the Road to the Championships finale there at Anacoca, she had a great game, and then she fouled out. That was kind of a factor that kept Fairview from potentially coming back to win that game. Again, she was having herself a ball game. First free throw from Markle, no good. And Markle misses both. Charlie Lentz gets the rebound. Nobody there underneath. She'll lay it up and in. I think Fairview was focused on getting back, and Charlie took advantage and spun it in from the left side off the window. Quickly back on the other end. A.J. Williams has it rim out, and Lentz gets the rebound. Pitkin looking to run. Madison Johnson up ahead. She'll put on the brakes, kick it back out. Natalie Nolan's three. That one no good. Rebound tap back out, and a good job by Madison Johnson. Abby calling for it. Natalie has it on the wing. We'll get it back to Charlie Lentz. 3:19 to play in the half. Pitkin leads it by 5. Nobody steps out on Lila Markle. Her three hits the front iron, no good. And nice rebound underneath by Nolan, and she's fouled by Stanley. Abby Nolan underneath doing work on the offensive glass. Andy Stanley picks up her third. That'll be something to monitor. Coach Jenks going to have to go deeper into his bench, or we'll see if he trusts Andy to stay out there and play smart. As no subs yet. Off the inbound, catch and shoot. Nolan reins one in. Natalie Nolan's got 8 points here in the first half. Pitkin leads Fairview 28-20. Now back on the other end. A.J. Williams' left-hand layup is good. A.J. with 16 points here in the first half. Now a near steal at midcourt, but Abby Nolan corrals it. Tries to spin out of the double team, loses it. And Coach George gets the timeout in. I'm not even sure if he had the possession, but he had it enough to get the timeout in. We'll take 30 seconds. 28-22, Pitkin leads Fairview in the Class B semifinals.
Jamie and Jennifer Johnson of Beauregard Physical Therapy Clinic in downtown DeRidder are proud to support the Pitkin High School sports programs because they recognize the importance of athletics and academics in molding the lives of today's youth. Since 1987, Beauregard Physical Therapy Clinic has been your local orthopedic therapy clinic, specializing in joint replacement therapy, simple sprains and strains, and arthroscopic surgery. They accept most personal insurance, including Medicare and TRICARE. Look them up on Facebook or call 462-6097. Go Tigers!
KVVP Leesville, DeRidder, Fort Polk, today's country, 105.7.
Back here inside the University Center, we have our 3 of our 4 matchups in the state championship game decided. Arguably the biggest story of the tournament here this week happened a couple hours ago. Off the catch and shoot, Lexi Strother's three way too long and out of bounds. Good hustle from Markle trying to save it in. Yesterday, Maryville punched their ticket to the state final for the first time since 2018. They'll take on Midland, who arguably has looked the most impressive here at the state tournament so far. And now A.J. Williams takes the bump, high off the window, no good. Follows her shot, gets the rebound. That one spins out on her, and she's got another chance at it. Good hustle there. And now Abby Nolan fouls her. A.J. working hard. And they're going to call Lila Markle, I think, on that foul. Markle picks up her third. Lexi Strother out. They'll get it in to Andy Stanley. 2:23 to play in the half. Fairview down 6. Stanley high off the window, takes the bump, no good. Madison Johnson had it, and if that's on Stanley, that's number 4. She reached in trying to rip it away, and Andy Stanley's got 4 fouls. Again, a little bit of a scramble trying to get a rebound, just a little bit too much extracurricular under there, and she's got 4. She'll sit with 2:15 left in the half. Gracie Lejeune back in. Lejeune's going to have to play some big minutes here for Coach Jinks. If you're Pitkin, you got to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Madison Johnson walks it into the front court. No pressure immediately, and she'll pull Gracie out. And now on the backdoor cut, Charlie Lentz lays it in off the assist from Johnson. Charlie kind of head faked the defender, and now back quickly on the other end. AJ takes it to the rack. That one spins out, but Goldman gets the rebound. It's only a matter of time before Ellie Goldman gets hot from 3. That time she misses the layup, tried to switch hands midair. Nolan leaves it off for Markle, and the block out of bounds. And that's a great play by Clement to stop the transition bucket, as that'll be a jump ball in the possession arrow back. Coach George wanted a foul, but I think Clement got all basketball there. I was a little late peeping over at the replay to my left to see, but a nice job of getting back and killing the transition bucket. A.J. Williams now. She'll give it off. Clement, deep 3. That one nearly went off the window, but the long rebound out to Madison Johnson. Quickly up ahead to Charlie Lentz. 2-on-1 for Pitkin. Lentz will take it to the rack, and that'll be a blocking foul on Andy Turner. Good aggression from Charlie Lentz not to give it up. And Turner picks up the foul. That is her second. (30-22). Lady Tigers still lead it. And Charlie at the free throw line to knock down a pair. First free throw is good. Charlie Lentz now with 7 in the quarter, 11 for the ball game. And it was one of those vintage Charlie games there in the quarter. Didn't score a whole lot, but you look at the end of the day, she ends up with 13. As that one rims out, she goes 1 of 2. AJ to the rack again. A.J. Williams, 18 points here in the first half. They've needed every bit of it. It's 31-24. Quickly back on the other end, and Abby Nolan's going to get hit with the offensive foul, trying to create some space. And now Bella Bailey will check in for her first bit of run. So that's Abby Nolan's first, team's 5th. Both team fouls 5 apiece, and Andy Turner hits the 3 in rhythm, and a little bit of emotion there from A.J. Williams trying to rally her troops, and that's a big 3, 31-27. Pitkin leads. Final minute of the half here. Let's see who can close it out. Charlie gets doubled. Abby Nolan with it now at the elbow. Shoots over Lejeune and gets it to go with the floater. Nice shot from Abby Nolan. Quickly back on the other end comes Andy Turner. On the dribble handoff, she'll get it to Clement for 3. And Clement's shot no good. Nolan looking to run here. Even numbers, she'll kick it out into the corner, and Bailey tried to let it fly before she caught it cleanly. Turnover back to Fairview. And now we will see Carly Smith check in. That game at Pitkin, Carly absolutely torched the Lady Tigers off the bench. I think she had 15. It was Smith and Lejeune that really blew it open for Fairview. Hadn't been much of an impact yet. And now Turner catch and shoot from deep. That one off the front iron. Goldman crashes the boards. Coach George wanted an offensive foul. Goldman, great position there. AJ will bounce it over. Carly Smith thought about letting one fly. Now Turner will take one from way downtown. That one, long rebound out to Goldman. Lejeune taps it out and saves it. Extra possession. 4 seconds left. And now we have a scramble at midcourt. and a turnover. That one might have been a foul. I don't agree with that call. AJ a little slow to get up for Fairview, but that had all the intentions of Pitkin trying to beat the clock there and beat the buzzer. And Turner's shot at half court is sent the other way by Charlie Lentz, and that will end the first half. Coach George just kind of asking for an explanation what happened there at half court before the change of possession. But again, what a half for Pitkin. 33-27. They lead Fairview at the break. We'll tally up some inventory, come back, tell you about it, and more. Again, Pitkin leads Fairview at half, 33-27. It's the Class B semifinal in today's country, 105.7.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
You're on the road again, and you just can't wait to find some place to stop and take a breather. Well, if you're driving down Highway 10, there isn't a better place to stop than at Lockhart's Craven's Handy Stop. They're a full convenience store and fresh deli, serving the best food to fill up all the weary travelers that stop by. That's Lockhart's Craven's Handy Stop, 9242 Highway 10. So stop by and give them a holler. Proud supporter of all Pitkin High School athletics. Go Tigers!
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale on no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale, new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Donna Bell State Farm Agency, 361 Highway 165 North Oakdale, is a proud supporter of the academic and athletic programs of the Pitkin High School Tigers. Donna Bell and her staff recognize the importance of providing the right combination of academics and athletics in preparing our students to be good citizens of the community. Go by and visit the folks at Donna Bell State Farm in Oakdale to discuss your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs, or call them at 318-215-9994. Proud to be a good neighbor to the Pitkin community.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.
Donna Bell State Farm Agency, 361 Highway 165 North in Oakdale, is a proud supporter of the academic and athletic programs of the Fairview High School Panthers. Donna Bell recognizes the importance of athletics combined with academics in the lives of our children. Visit with Donna Bell State Farm Agency to discuss your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs. Go by and visit with the folks at Donna Bell State Farm Agency or call them at 318-215-9994. Proud to be good neighbors to the Fairview community. Go Panthers!
Selecting the right skilled nursing facility can be critical to your speedy recovery. Kinder Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, located in Allen Parish, offers a variety of therapies and care services to help you regain your independence. Whether you're recovering after a hospital visit or in need of ongoing medical support, Kinder Retirement and Rehabilitation Center will help you achieve your personal goals. Call 337-738-5671 and make an appointment to view Kinder Retirement and Rehabilitation Center.
Here you go, cream and sugar. Let's sit in my office.
Wow, nice office.
Thanks.
Is that a vision board behind you?
It is. You know about these? Do you have one?
Yeah, I've just never done one. What's that building? The picture in the corner?
Oh, that's Merchants and Farmers Bank. They're my secret weapon.
What?
How do you think I've expanded to 3 stores? Gotten bigger.
Well, what have they done for you?
For one thing, remote deposit capture. And then their online banking and, oh, my expansion loan.
You got an expansion loan?
You need a good business banker who can help you think big. Call them. They'll come to you. Get out your phone. I'm going to share my Merchants and Farmers Guy's contact with you.
No matter what business you're in, Merchants and Farmers will help you think bigger. Merchants and Farmers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Your future begins with our history.
Halftime here inside the University Center of the Class B semifinal, the 2-3 matchup. Pitkin Lady Tigers have a 33-27 lead over the defending champion Fairview Lady Panthers. 33-27. They won the opening quarter 19-15. They win the second 14-12. And they are up at the break by 6. Let's kind of dig into the deeper stats here. I got the halftime. That's the best part about coming here. You get the people to do the stats for you. I don't have to look at free throws. I don't have to keep my own free throws and rebounds. They got people to do that. And that makes me very thankful because now I can just talk about it. Pitkin shooting it from the field at 45.2%. That's really, really good. 14 for 31. Not great from 3, just 3 for 14. And the free throw line, they're 2 for 7. So we'll get into kind of the things they need to do to keep this lead and advance to the state championship game. You flip it on over the other side. Couldn't have gotten any worse for Fairview shooting the basketball for the game. They're 11 for 44, just 25%. Even worse from 3, 2 for 17. Andy Turner making one late there. That was one of the few. Again, they've had some good looks, and we know the volume is going to be there. They're going to shoot probably 35 or 40 of them. Usually they're going to make maybe 8 or 10, and again, just 2 for 17 in that first half. Points in the paint, Pitkin has a 2-point advantage, 20-18. The second chance points, Pitkin leads at 10-7. Fast break points in favor of Fairview, 8-3. Turnovers, Pitkin taking care of the basketball. Fairview been a little bit more sloppy with the basketball, 8-3. Fairview's turned it over 5 more times. But the key we talk about all the time, if you want to beat Fairview, you're going to have to score with them, obviously. Pitkin's done that. But you have to rebound, and you have to limit their opportunities to at least maybe 2. You're not going to limit them to a one-and-done very often because the probability of the 3 just coming out and going back over your head pretty high. So you want to at least limit 2. The rebounding total is 27 to 27. However, the offensive rebounding, Fairview plus 7 in that category. And that's been the difference to kind of where Fairview's hanging around down by 6 instead of maybe down by double digits. Fairview getting to the free throw line just 6 attempts from the free throw line, 2 for 7 from Pitkin. Again, you kind of don't want to leave too much meat on that bone as we've seen through a day plus here. But again, all those points in the paint coming from A.J. Williams, mostly 18 points to lead all scorers, just 4 from Andy Turner. Again, first field goal made there in the second quarter. 11 points from Charlie Lentz, 8 from Natalie Nolan, Abby Nolan with 5, Jocelyn Johnson with 5, 2 apiece from Madison Johnson and Desiree Powell. 3 points from Andy Stanley. More importantly, Andy's got 4 fouls. She's got to play smart, or she may be done very quickly. But again, she's got 4, and she is not going to start with that first 5 out here in the second half for Fairview. Cheyenne Clement, 2 points. So, again, it's been A.J. Williams. Somebody else is going to have to step up. We're going to have to see Carly Smith, who's going to be out here on the floor to start for Coach Jinks in the second half. She's going to have to start knocking down some shots. Ellie Goldman scoreless in that first half. We've seen her light it up. It's only a matter of time. If you're Pitkin, you think it's only a matter of time before these shots start falling for Fairview. You've just got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. You've got to rebound. And who knows, you might punch your ticket to the state championship for the first time since 2001. Getting ready to start here in the third quarter. Jocelyn Johnson will inbound it from the side. It'll be Lady Tigers to start it off, going from left to right on your radio dial. Again, biggest lead of the game, Pitkin by 9. Fairview had a lead for just 2.5 minutes. Pitkin has led the majority of the way, 13 minutes and 19 seconds. They have had the lead in this ballgame, and they have it now, and we start the second half. Charlie Lentz, Lexi Strother, Jocelyn Johnson, Natalie Nolan, and Lila Markle. They'll bounce it to Lentz. On the cut, goes Strother. Gets position, tried to put it in, didn't use the window. That one missed. Rebound pulled down by Fairview. Baseball pass up ahead, out of Clement's hands, and that one out of bounds. So another turnover. Back to Pitkin it goes. That would have been a tough catch by Clement. Great pass. Good idea. Just a little bit out in front of Cheyenne underneath. So Coach Mulkey behind me talking about hamburgers. I'm not going to lie. I'd support that. Coach, give me 2. Markle up ahead to Johnson over near the Pitkin bench. Jocelyn started the game. She'll keep it to Lila Markle for 3. That one long, but the long rebound caroms out to Strother. Strother bumped, and that one might have been dribbled on the baseline. It'll be a turnover. Good job by Carly Smith to kind of crowd her space and force the turnover. Pitkin led it 19-15 after 1, and then 33-27 at the break, and nearly a minute gone here in the second half. No score. And now A.J. Williams knifes in, takes a bump, flips one up. Probably anticipated the whistle there, didn't get one. Charlie Lentz gets the rebound. A.J. a great first half, 18 points, a lot of that in the paint. Nolan will step in, take a deep 3 from the wing, and that one caroms out to Jocelyn Johnson. She'll go in, and that's an offensive foul. Jocelyn looked like a fullback there, and she put the shoulder into Andy Turner. Turner hit the deck, and Jocelyn will pick up her first foul. Again, you like the physicality, though. Josh wearing that knee brace. She has looked way better than she looked Thursday, and who knows, it may just get better as the week goes on. And Pitkin can hang on here for another 2 quarters. Josh may be 100% in the championship game if they make it. Now Jocelyn Johnson helps on the double to A.J. Williams. The penetration and the kick out to Carly Smith. That one no good. A.J.'s putback is no good. Carly Smith has a chance at it. That was no good. And now a scramble, and it's going the other way. We have a whistle underneath. But again, Pitkin working hard, and Goldman will pick up the foul. That's Goldman's first. Bracy Lejeune will check in. Carly Smith out. And those two terrorized Pitkin at Pitkin for the last few games of the regular season. Madison Johnson nearly gets hit in the face. She didn't see the inbounds. She'll gather it and get it into the front court. Charlie Lentz has it. She'll look to operate. On the handoff, it goes to Markle. Started by Andy Turner on the switch. Minute and a half gone here in the second half. Madison Johnson going to work on Lejeune. And Lejeune affected the shot there. That one no good. Turner had the rebound skip off of Clement, and now Joss will pick up her second. And Abby Nolan will check in. And it'll be Madison Johnson out. So it'll be A.J. Williams to walk it into the front court. Charlie gives her some space, and now A.J. to the rack and spins that one in off the spring box. A.J. Williams, 20 points. And they need every bit of it from the point guard. Abby Nolan back quickly in transition. Spins up. Lejeune affects the shot there, and she'll pull down the rebound. Didn't block it, but got in the way. Good hustle by Markle, and she'll save it in, but it goes right to Turner. Good hustle by Lila, and she'll race back into the field of play here. Turner takes one from the parking lot. That one off the back iron. No good. And the rebound tapped out. Markle has it 1-on-2. And that one going to be tapped out and stolen away. A.J. Williams loses a couple of defenders. 3-on-1 Fairview. They got to capitalize here. Goldman's fouled. Charlie Lynch trying to get back and defend the shot. And Charlie going to pick up the foul. That's her first. Kind of a scramble here to start. Fairview has scored the only field goal in the second half. We're 2.5 minutes in. And Ellie Goldman looking to get on the board here for the first time, and she rims the free throw out. Again, Ellie has the ability to really get going. Saw her a couple of times this year get into a rhythm of making 4 or 5 of those beyond the arc in a row. That time she misses again, but the rebound out to A.J. Williams. So possession on the house here for Fairview, and A.J. will reset the offense. Charlie Lentz, little inside-out dribble, and Lentz going to pick up the foul. A.J. taking it right to her. She'll head to the free throw line. That's going to be Charlie's third. Coach George getting an explanation over there from the referee. AJ's first free throw is up and in. AJ with 21 here in the ball game. Still 5:23 to play in the third quarter. 33-30 now, Pitkin leads. AJ rims that second attempt out. Rebound cleared by Charlie Lentz. Up to Lila Markle. Markle over to Nolan. Extra pass. Jocelyn Johnson catch and shoot three. That one kind of out of her hand wrong. Goes long. And Andy Turner with the rebound looking to run. Andy a little stop and pop at the free throw line. No good. Jocelyn Johnson pulls down the rebound. And Charlie Lentz will get it and look to push it into the front court. Charlie calls for the screen from Nolan. Johnson flashes into the paint, clears out. Lejeune pulled out of the painted area. She'll walk out on Charlie Lentz. Natalie Nolan, extra pass. Abby Nolan, 3-ball. That one nearly went off the window. Long rebound out to Turner. And Andy loses it for the moment, regathers after it was deflected by Lila Markle, I believe. And nobody picks Andy up. She'll line up the seams. That one off the front iron, no good. Just 1 3 made from Andy Turner so far, so it's only a matter of time before she starts to pour them in. Pitkin dodges the bullet there. Back on the other end. Abby Nolan cut off. Lila Markle right in front of her bench. She'll pull it back out and reset. Jocelyn Johnson fills that void. Markle walking down her defender. Joss catch and shoot three is good. Jocelyn Johnson makes her second from beyond the arc. She's got 8 points. It's a 6-point Pitkin lead halfway through the third quarter. Quickly back on the other end. Goldman catches in rhythm. That one misses everything. Lejeune, good hustle to try to save it, and she's fouled. Falling out of bounds near those sponsorship signs, and I think that's going to be Abby Nolan picking the foul up there. Arcadia Lacaz and Desiree Powell check in. Abby Nolan's second foul as Joss and Markle to the bench. Jocelyn 8 points, couple of threes. Lila Markle hadn't scored yet. Again, she's handled the basketball well with some pressure. Some good hustle plays to keep some possessions alive. And Gracie Lejeune will shoot some free throws here. That's the 5th team foul on Pitkin here in the quarter. Starting to pile up for the Lady Tigers. Luckily, Coach George plays about 40 players, so he's good to go. Lejeune's first free throw hits the back iron and up. No good. That's the one thing Pitkin's had. They've had some depth. They've had that for a few years, and it has paid dividends. They are able to defend aggressively, kind of get a little physical. Lejeune, empty trip, rebound A.J. Williams. She's tied up, and her and Charlie Lentz just go down to the floor. Good hustle by both players, and possession arrow keep it with Fairview. Again, not very sharp from the stripe here today, the Lady Panthers. Haven't been good from the field. Everything's kind of been up under the rim. Carly Smith on the inbound catch and shoot three. That one long. Long rebound out to Gracie Lejeune. Lejeune hounded by Nolan. She'll get it up to A.J. Williams. A.J. 18 first half points. They'll give it up. Carly Smith's three. That one no good. Again, Fairview just not having anything go from beyond the arc, and we have a whistle. Trying to see who that one's on. And it's Carly Smith. It's about time. That was a near travel by Lacaz. They'll skip it over. Natalie Nolan catch and shoot three from the wing. It's good. Natalie Nolan in double figures with 11. The lead, 39-30, biggest of the ball game from Pitkin. 3:20 to play in the quarter. Clement on the penetrating kick by A.J. Williams, still with it, and they're going to peel Cheyenne clean and steal it away. Now Lentz has it tied up. Lejeune hits the deck. Jump ball, give it to Pitkin on the possession arrow. Goldman in, Markle in. Lacaz out. And trying to see who Goldman got out. On the floor is A.J. Williams, Andy Turner, Carly Smith, Lejeune, and right now it's Abby Nolan with the basketball, guarded by Goldman. Desiree Powell gets a couple of defenders up into the air. She goes to the rack and nearly gets it to go over Lejeune. Tapped out to Markle. Good job by Powell. Nolan catch and shoot three. That one no good. Charlie Lentz offensive rebound. Putback is good. Charlie Lentz now with 13 points. Biggest lead of the afternoon, 41-30. And full head of steam. A.J. Williams goes barreling into the defender. I think that's Powell that'll have to peel herself off the hardwood. 2 shots coming from A.J. And that's just a assertive move there from A.J. Williams, as she's starting to kind of feel like she may have to do this herself and get down in there into the paint. And she had 18 first half points. First free throw, no good. Just 3 here in the quarter. Jocelyn Johnson back to the scores table. Desiree Powell out. Good hustle there on the other end from Powell. They'll keep that last possession alive. Now Natalie Nolan will get some coaching over from Coach Philip George. And empty trip for A.J., 0 for 2, and now Charlie Lentz will control it. They'll get it up to Lila Markle. Markle looking to attack. She'll get it off to Natalie Nolan and set a screen for Nolan. That 3 no good. Rebound out to Carly Smith. Up ahead to A.J. Williams it goes. 3-on-2. A.J. pops the clutch, goes up at Charlie Lentz and doesn't get it to go. Rebound out. Up ahead quickly goes to Abby Nolan. She'll pull it back out. Markle, Lentz, 3 on the closeout. That one missed. A.J. Williams nearly got a piece of it. Rebound pulled down by Turner. 2 minutes to play in the third. Carly Smith catches it, shoots in rhythm, and cashes it in. Carly Smith's first 3 of the afternoon cuts the lead to Pitkin 41, Fairview 33. Natalie Nolan, she'll step into a 3. That one's up and off the front iron, no good. Lejeune pulls down the rebound. Andy Turner hits the deck. Might have ran into A.J. on accident. Now A.J. Williams knifes in on Charlie Lentz. Shot up, no good. Rebound tapped out. Carly Smith, right place, right time. A little 5-0 run from Carly Smith. And that cuts the lead to Pitkin 41, Fairview 35. Timeout on the floor. It's the Class B semifinal on today's Country 105.7.
The best steakhouse in Leesville, you may ask? Why, that would be the Wagon Master Steakhouse, of course. Cut fresh daily certified Angus beef sirloins, ribeyes, fillets, and so much more. Tender, juicy steaks, chicken, burgers, or even some fried fish. With all the selections on their kid menus, even the pickiest little cowpoke in your family will have their taste buds satisfied. Enjoy one of their many ice-cold draft beer selections. Watch the game while chowing down on one of their delicious appetizers like a tumbleweed or some bacon-wrapped shrimp. Open daily at 11 a.m. Sure hope to see y'all soon at Wagon Master Steakhouse in Leesville.
Back here inside the University Center on the campus of Southeastern, the 2026 Girls LHSAA March Madness State Tournament, day number 2, Class B semifinal. Pitkin leads Fairview 41-35. Quick timeout after a personal 5-0 run from Carly Smith. She got her first 3 to go and then followed up an offensive rebound with a putback, and that forced the timeout. 1:34 left in the third. Winner moves on to Friday's state championship game against the top-seeded Bell City Lady Bruins. If it is Fairview, it'll be a rematch of last year. If it's Pitkin, it'll be the first time Pitkin's been in the state championship since 2001. Nearly stolen on the inbound by Goldman. Natalie Nolan has it. And Lexi Strother with it near us. We'll get it back to Charlie Lentz. A.J. Williams guards her. Lexi Strother thought about setting the screen. Lentz goes the other way on the backdoor cut. Jocelyn Johnson lays it up and in. Joss into double digits. Nice pass from Charlie Lentz. And it got it between a couple of black jerseys. Andy Turner catch and shoot three is good. She holds the form. It's only a matter of time before Andy Turner starts to heat up her second three. And now it is a 43-38 lead. Jocelyn Johnson catch and shoot. She cashes it in. Jocelyn Johnson, 13 points on the afternoon. Back up to 8. 45 seconds to play in the third. Quickly back on the other end. Up and in. Andy Turner skips one in off the window. Andy's got 9 on the evening, and now a steal over into the far corner. Andy Turner off the catch from A.J. Williams. No good. Goldman with the rebound. Extra possession. Lejeune gets it back to Turner. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Andy had it stripped on the way up, but a whistle and a foul. Desiree Powell trying to get chase. Andy Turner head full of steam at the rim. She'll head to the free throw line. Andy at the free throw line. 46-40. Pitkin leads. Andy's free throw rims out. Just like, yeah. Back to action. I was trying to help the TV crew here. And Andy makes the second. She goes 1 of 2. And now she's into double figures. 10 points for number 10. And now here she is peeling Lila Marco clean. Goes behind the back. Goes through the double from Charlie Lentz. Can't get the layup to go, but Goldman hustles for the rebound. 10 seconds to play. Turner from way back. That one no good. Short. Nolan gets the rebound. 5 seconds up to Jocelyn Johnson. It's a 2-on-1. Josh pulls up at the elbow. That one too strong, and the horn sounds. And the third quarter comes to a close. Pitkin led by as many as 11. Fairview closed the gap to close out the third. We head to the final 8 minutes of the Class B semifinal. Pitkin 46, Fairview 41, right here on today's Country 105.7.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Ready to start the final 8 minutes here in the Class B semifinal. Winner moves on to face Bell City in Friday's state title game. Pitkin leads Fairview by 5, 46-41. And it'll be A.J. Williams to start us off here in the fourth quarter. She'll go around the screen, go to the rack, layup, rims out, and Lentz skied for the board. That one hit her foot out of bounds back to Fairview. Just kind of an unforced error. Charlie working hard to get the rebound. Fairview wins the quarter, 14-13. 8 of those 13 for Pitkin coming from Jocelyn Johnson. She has had a heck of a game playing on basically one leg out there. A.J. Williams will pull it back out. 21 points through 3 quarters for A.J. She'll knife in. Nice little gather and count the basket and the foul. Most impressive finish of the night for A.J. Williams. She's headed to the free throw line. Split the double team with the gather. And she'll look to complete the 3-point play. Charlie Lentz, meanwhile, picks up her 4th. So that'll be something to monitor. Charlie's done a great job on the boards. And A.J. Williams gets the and one. She's got 24. And now some pressure in the backcourt. Natalie Nolan will hand it to Charlie Lentz. Lentz skips it up ahead to Jocelyn Johnson. Little ball fake. She'll knife in, penetrate, kick to Markle. Catch and shoot three from the corner. That one no good. And Nolan skies for the rebound. Whistle underneath. And I think they're going to get Carly Smith. Carly Smith picks up her second. 5 on the floor for Fairview. Smith, A.J. Williams, Andy Turner, Andy Stanley back out there with 4. And now on the inbound, I think Nolan might have got away with a shove there. She dump trucked somebody underneath the basket. Markle knifes in on Andy Turner. Spins. Turner tried to flop. That one off the window and in from Lila Markle. Andy tried to sell the call and get the charge. Instead, it's 2 points. Lady Tigers, they lead it 48-44. And back on the other end, Andy Turner and one. And that's on Markle. So Markle gets it on one end, and Turner gets her get back on the other end, completes the and one. 48-47, closest it's been in a while. Pitkin led it by 11, and now some pressure. Turner nearly gets the steal, and she'll hit the deck after the foul. They'll peel her off the floor. Trying to get it over here to Natalie Nolan. It's Turner's third. Natalie Nolan to inbound it near us here on the side. Opening minute and change gone here in the fourth. Markle, crossover dribble on Turner, goes to the rim, can't spin it off the spring box. A.J. Williams gets the rebound. The look up ahead. She'll cross over, get through a double, and go coast to coast. A.J. Williams lays it in, and Fairview has the lead for the first time since the first quarter, 49-48. Abby Nolan layup no good, too strong. Turner has it poked away by Natalie Nolan to Markle. Markle goes up, A.J. Williams fouls her, and Lila Markle headed to the free throw line. A frantic play under the basket. A.J. Williams will pick up her first. So nothing to note there for A.J. as far as foul trouble, but Markle heads to the free throw line to try to tie and or take the lead here for the Lady Tigers. And her first free throw off the front iron, no good. Lexi Strother looking to check in. And she will get Abby Nolan out. This has been a great game in the biggest lead, Pitkin by 11. Fairview recently takes the lead, and they'll have it not any longer as, again, the second time off the miss, Charlie Lentz gets the rebound, put back with nobody around her. Pitkin retakes the lead. Now quickly back on the other end. Andy Turner answers. She's got 15. 5 here in the quarter. 51-50. Fairview takes the lead. Back and forth we go. And now Markle takes on Turner to the rack and picks up the whistle. Andy Turner and Lila Markle starting to get after each other, and that's Turner's fourth. As Coach Jinks looks over, and if she already didn't know, she should know now that she has 4. She'll have to play extra smart down the stretch. Andy Stanley's got 4. She kind of set the majority of that third quarter. So Coach Jinks able to buy some time as Markle comes up empty from the free throw line yet again. Madison Johnson at the table. She'll check in at the next dead ball. Just 2 minutes gone here, and we've already had all kinds of action in the fourth quarter. And Markle gets it to go. We are tied at 51. Markle with all 3 points in the quarter. Markle out, Madison Johnson in. Third quarter stats. Fairview still only 25%. Carly Smith catch and shoot 3. That went off to mark too strong. Offensive rebound by Goldman. Goldman keeping the play alive here. She'll go to work on Natalie Nolan all the way to the rim, and it rims out off the window, and the rebound will stay on the Fairview offensive end. Pitkin in the third, 3 for 11 from 3, 5 for 18 from the floor. So Neither team's shooting it well. Fairview free throws, they've missed 11 through 3 quarters, 5 of 16. Coach Jinks wants to point at something right there. That's been the difference. They have not been able to cash in from the stripe. Now A.J. Williams at the elbow spins in on Strother. Kick out. Goldman's three is too strong. Rebound by Carly Smith. Extra possession here for Fairview. Tied at 51, 5.5 to play in the ball game. Winner to the Class B final. A.J. Williams goes around the screen, takes on Strother, takes the bump. No good. Nolan with the rebound. Charlie Lentz with it. She'll get it up ahead to Jocelyn Johnson. Back to Charlie Lentz it goes. She'll call for the screen from Madison Johnson. Lentz goes to work all the way to the rim. Lays it up and in. Charlie Lentz, 17 points now on the evening. Quickly back on the other end. Goldman and one. Count the basket. Ellie Goldman in a blink of an eye gets the two back, and she's headed to the free throw line to try to give Fairview the lead. Abby Nolan picks up her third. And I'm sorry, that's Jocelyn Johnson. Nolan was subbed out. Joss will pick up her third. And Goldman misses the free throw, but a rebound by Fairview. And Coach Jinks, I believe, calls timeout after the miss. 53 all, 4:57 to play in the ball game. Tied up between Pitkin and Fairview. It's the Class B semifinal on today's Country 105.7.
Jamie and Jennifer Johnson of Beauregard Physical Therapy Clinic in downtown DeRidder are proud to support the Pitkin High School sports programs because they recognize the importance of athletics and academics in molding the lives of today's youth. Since 1987, Beauregard Physical Therapy Clinic has been your local orthopedic therapy clinic, specializing in joint replacement therapy, simple sprains and strains, and arthroscopic surgery. They accept most personal insurance, including Medicare and TRICARE. Look them up on Facebook or call 462-6097. Go Tigers!
Back to action here. Fairview basketball. A.J. Williams will have it. Tied at 53. 4:55 left in the ballgame. Goldman catch and shoot three is good. Ellie Goldman, her first from beyond the arc. All 5 of her points coming here in the fourth quarter. Fairview leads it by 3, 56-53. Charlie Lentz goes to work on Goldman. Spins, puts up a shot, no good. And the rebound still loose. Scramble for it. And out of the pile now, Lentz comes in and just pile drives under there. And that'll be a whistle and a foul. And if that's on Charlie Lentz, that's her 5th. And it is. Charlie Lentz came in late, trying to scramble for the basketball. And Charlie fouls out. Coach George trying to get an explanation. Oh, man. And I think I was going to see what they were trying to figure out, but Charlie fouls out. So a big development here. She'll finish with 17 points, and she'll have to watch the final 4.5 minutes from the bench. Again, this will be agonizing for pretty much everyone involved as Fairview has a 56-53 lead. Again, Charlie trying to dive in and tie up the basketball, but she was a little late to the party. And she's hit with her 5th foul. So she's got 5. Andy Turner and Andy Stanley with 4 on the Fairview end. And now it's A.J. Williams taking on Markle. That one too strong. Rebound pulled down by Abby Nolan. 4:15 to play in the ballgame. Fairview 56. Lady Tigers 53. Markle steps through at the block. That one no good. Rebound last touched. Oh, I think that one should be going the other way. Instead, it'll be Fairview basketball. That one should have probably stayed on the Pitkin end. Coach George shaking his head over there. Big call here as far as possession halfway through the fourth. Fairview with a 3-point lead and the basketball. A.J. directing traffic at the top of the key. Lila Markle walks out slowly on her. She'll probe the defense and now go to work. Crossover dribble, gets in. She'll pull it back out as Abby Nolan came with the help defense down there in the paint. A.J. with it. She'll skip it over to Andy Stanley. Her three, that one too strong. Goldman pulls down an offensive rebound. And now all the way to the rim, spins one in off the window. Ellie Goldman, 7 points, all in the fourth. Fairview leads it 58-53. Abby Nolan now all the way. Stanley's got fouls, can't foul her, and Abby Nolan lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor again. Andy Stanley defending there with 4 fouls, just kind of had to play the turnstile defense, and Nolan gets to the rim. 58-55, Fairview leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds on today's Country 105.7.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Out of the timeout again, Andy Stanley having to just kind of let Abby Nolan go by or not pick up the 5th foul. So an easy bucket there, and it's 58-53 or 58-55. Fairview leads it. And it'll be Andy Stanley to inbound it to AJ. Now Andy has it back and stolen away. Nolan rips it away, gets it to Markle. Chance to tie here for Pitkin. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the ballgame. Markle, Nolan, 3 to tie. That one too strong. Right to Strother. She's fouled on the way up. She'll head to the free throw line. That one went right to Lexi Strother on the basket. And Lexi will have a couple of free throws as Andy Turner picks up her 5th foul. And she will watch the final 3 minutes from the Fairview bench. Gracie Lejeune off the bench to come in for Andy. Andy kind of started to get it going late. 11 of her 15 here in the second half. And she is fouled out. Charlie Lentz is fouled out. Lexi Strother at the free throw line here to cut into a 3-point Fairview lead. And the first one, no good. She scrambles for it. No good. She'll have one more. Now Madison Johnson to the scores table for Desiree Powell. Three minutes and 2 seconds left in the ball game. The winner moves on to the state championship game Friday. And Strother goes 1 of 2. Her first point of the night. Now A.J. Williams quickly back on the other end. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound goes right back to her. And she'll be fouled. Scramble for it out of bounds. That's going to be Natalie Nolan's 3rd. And AJ at the free throw line here with 2:53 to play. Jocelyn Johnson moseys over to the scores table. And Joss, 8 points there in that third quarter. 13 for the ball game. First free throw from AJ Williams is good. She's got 27 on the evening. Lexi Strother out. Just to make it a 2-possession game here. AJ misses that one too strong. Natalie Nolan pulls down the rebound. Still a 3-point Fairview lead, 59-56. And now that'll be a reach-in foul in the backcourt. 15-on-15 crime there as AJ Williams picks up the foul on number 15, Lila Markle. And just the second team foul on Fairview here in the quarter. No free throws yet. Actually, yeah, never mind. It is not the second team foul. It's AJ's second foul. That PA guy, I'm not trusting that guy. Team fouls are 5 apiece. So it'll be free throws the rest of the way. And Markle's first is up and in. Lila Markle now with 4 points all here in the fourth. Jocelyn Johnson out. Strother back in. And Markle gets the shooter's roll. Knocks down a pair. It's a 59-58 Fairview lead. AJ full head of steam into the front court. Loses a couple of defenders. All the way to the rim. Count the basket. And the foul. AJ Williams all the way to the rack. And a big bucket there. Abby Nolan picks up the foul. And AJ Williams, 29 points and a free throw here to make it an even 30 in a two-possession game. Free throw is up and in. AJ Williams putting the Fairview Lady Panthers on her back with 2:42 remaining. She's got 30. It is a 62-58 Fairview lead. Let's see if Pitkin can answer. Lila Markle goes around the screen. They'll get it to Strother. She'll take a three from the wing. That one too strong. Scramble for the rebound. Tapped out by Goldman into the hands of A.J. Williams. A.J. will start to slow it down here with 2.5 minutes to play. Markle and Nolan walk up for the double team. They'll trap A.J. A.J. loses possession, and Coach Kyle Jinks sees the disaster starting to develop, calls a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with him. 62-58, Fairview leads Pitkin. 2:18 to play. Winner to the Class B state championship game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You're on the road again, and you just can't wait to find some place to stop and take a breather. Well, if you're driving down Highway 10, there isn't a better place to stop than at Lockhart's Craven's Handy Stop. They're a full convenience store and fresh deli, serving the best food to fill up all the weary travelers that stop by. That's Lockhart's Craven's Handy Stop, 9242 Highway 10. So stop by and give them a holler. Proud supporter of all Pitkin High School athletics. Go Tigers!
Back to action here. If you're joining us late, arguably the biggest upset of the high school basketball season happened a couple of hours ago. Menard ends LCA's run of 5 straight titles. They punched their ticket to the Division III select title game against Rose Pine on Friday. Now off the inbound, AJ nearly loses it. Leaves it off for Lejeune, off the window and in. Gracie Lejeune, clean catch and her first points of the night. 64-58, Fairview leads. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Abby Nolan, top of the key. She'll kick it out. Strother catches it. 3 is good. That's a massive shot from Lexi Strother. Her first field goal of the ball game. And again, that one rolled nearly out of the stadium. And referee will call timeout to stop play. Jocelyn Johnson back in. I'm sorry, Jocelyn Johnson out. Desiree Powell in. Josh back over to the bench right there. She'll probably be one of the first off. A.J. Williams dribbles it off her foot. Basketball's loose. Scramble for it, and the possession arrow will give it to Pitkin. Coach Jinks beside himself. A.J. lost it off her foot. Thankfully, she didn't roll her ankle on the basketball, just kind of hit the deck. But good hustle. Pitkin has it. 1:43 remaining. They trail 64-61. Let's see if they can cook up another 3 to tie this basketball game up. Nolan to Nolan. Natalie to Abigail. Abby working on Carly Smith, who's in the game. Abby all the way to the rim. Puts it off the window and in. It's a 1-point Fairview lead. Abby Nolan with 9 points in the ball game. A.J. Williams into the front court. Crossover dribble. Layup off the window and in. A.J. Williams, 31 points. 32 points on the evening. It's a 3-point lead. Now Strother off the window, quickly up and in. Lexi Strother coming to life offensively here. 1:10 to play in the ball game. It's a 66-65 Fairview lead, and Coach Jinks will call a timeout. Markle and Strother walking up to double team AJ. 1:08 to play in the ball game. Winner to the state championship game. We'll kind of take a little bit of inventory, catch you up to speed. Pitkin has led the majority of the ball game. They led by as many as 11 in the third. They led 46-41 going into the fourth quarter. Fairview finally took a lead in the fourth. Charlie Lentz has fouled out of the game. Andy Turner has fouled out of the game. Andy Stanley has been playing with 4 fouls since the first half. Lila Markle has 4 fouls. A.J. Williams has 32 points. They've needed all 32, have the Fairview Lady Panthers. Jocelyn Johnson doing her best Kirk Gibson impressions, got 13, 8 in that third quarter. Again, Fairview looking to get back to the state championship game and try to win their 3rd straight title, 17th overall. Pitkin trying to get back for the first time since 2001. The first win since 95. Trying to win the 9th in the program's history to tie him with the 4th most all time. What a game we've had. Again, we saw the mental toughness of Pitkin last Thursday in the quarter, down 7 heading into the 4th. They'd let a lead slip away here today. They trail by 1 minute to play in the Class B semifinal. It's A.J. Williams with it, and now we have a whistle. And trying to see who that's on. Lexi Strother picks up the foul. A.J. Williams to the free throw line. Strother's first. Not sure what happened over there. Maybe a steal attempt over by the Fairview bench. Kind of away from the play from us. AJ's first free throw rims out. And the winner of this will take on Bell City Friday at 6. This has been a great game. Again, Pitkin lost the first 2 of the season to Fairview. The last one pretty handily as AJ gets the second to go. But Jocelyn Johnson, who is back in, did not play in that second game or the first one. Actually, I think she did play in the first one. If I can pull up the schedule correctly. And now it'll be Jocelyn to inbound the basketball. As a matter of fact, she did not because that happened after the Lafayette Christian game. So she missed the last 2, played in this one. For the tie, Abby Nolan puts it in off the window. She's got 11. Quickly back on the other end, A.J. Williams high off the window, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Markle. Up ahead to Jocelyn Johnson with 38 seconds left. Coach George will call a timeout. Pitkin basketball, 37.1 to play. Tied at 67. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Pitkin basketball, 37.1 seconds to play in our basketball game. 67 all, winner to the state championship Friday at 6 against Bell City. 2 district rivals giving everything they've got here inside the University Center. What a game this has been. It has been a pleasure to have you with us. Sean Larken with you, Mike Cole back in studio. And out of the timeout, it'll be Natalie Nolan, Jocelyn Johnson, Lexi Strother, Abby Nolan, and Lila Markle. For Fairview, it's Goldman, A.J. Williams, Cheyenne Clement, Andy Stanley off the inbound. Strother couldn't catch it cleanly. That was a great play. It'll be stolen away. And Coach Jinks will call the timeout. What a fantastic play out of the timeout. Lexi Strother couldn't catch it cleaner. That was a go-ahead layup. Fairview basketball, Coach Jinks calls a timeout. Man, you couldn't have drew it up any better out of the timeout. As Coach George is trying to implore Lexi and the rest of the Lady Tigers to kind of dig in here. It'll be Fairview basketball. Just 5 seconds ran off the clock. Man, this is going to feel like an eternity for both of these teams. I just hope Coach Mulkey behind me is getting her money's worth. Again, a great play design out of the timeout. That was a great pass. It was just a little bit out of the reach of Strother on the fingertips. Couldn't corral it cleanly. That one would have been an easy layup. A.J. Williams back out on the floor. She's got 33. He has been the engine that has kept this Fairview train rolling here. Tied at 67. It'll be Andy Stanley, A.J. Williams, Gracie Lejeune now on the floor, Carly Smith, and Ellie Goldman. Goldman started to heat up here in the final frame. She's got all 7 of her points. 28 seconds left. AJ will walk it in just over center court. She'll look at the bench. Let's see what Coach Jinks has drawn up. They could be playing for the final shot here. 19 seconds and rolling. winner to the state championship game. Markle gives her about 10 feet of space. 10 seconds left, and now A.J. Williams looks to go to work. 7-6. Here she goes. Crossover dribble on Markle. A.J. to the rack. Tied up. Great defense back to Pitkin. Lila Markle. 2.8 seconds to play. Pitkin will have one shot in it. Markle, what a great defensive stand. They'll get everybody into the front court. Nobody guards the ball. Madison Johnson. She'll look to get it in. She'll get it to Nolan. And Nolan gives it back to Madison Johnson. We're going to overtime in the Class B semifinal. A.J. Williams with a chance to win it. Great defense from Lila Markle. And we will play bonus basketball here in the Class B semifinal. Pitkin and Fairview tied at 67. We'll be right back on today's Country 105.7.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale our no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund. Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
KVVP Leesville, DeRidder, Fort Polk, today's Country 105.7.
We'll jump it up in the mid-circle. Lejeune and Strother. It's tapped out to Madison Johnson. We start overtime. Natalie Nolan swings it over to Markle. Markle to Strother. Catch it, shoot. Three is up. Off the front iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound. Ends up into the hands of A.J. Williams. 67 all. First overtime. Winner to the state title. Andy Stanley's three. No good. Long rebound out to Carly Smith. She'll keep it in over near the Fairview bench. Andy Stanley knifes in. She'll penetrate. Kick. Lejeune. Catch it, shoot. Three is good. Gracie Lejeune starts the scoring here in overtime. Madison Johnson knifes in. Layup off the window and in. Madison Johnson, her first points since the opening quarter. Back quickly on the other end. Andy Stanley, catch and shoot three is good. Andy Stanley, her first points since the first quarter. She's playing with 4 fouls. Fairview's made the first 2 from beyond the arc here in overtime. 73-69. Now Natalie Nolan over to Jocelyn Johnson. She'll penetrate, kick it out. Madison Johnson, little head fake on Carly Smith. They'll bounce that one up top near the logo. Now cutting to the basket. Jocelyn, little scoop shot, layup off the window and in. Jocelyn, her first point since the third quarter. She's got 15. Little dribble handoff. Lejeune, deep three. That one off the bank and in. And it was only a matter of time. And it took 5 quarters, but Fairview started to hit it from deep. Madison Johnson walks her defender down, had it poked away by Carly Smith. She'll reset. 76-71, Fairview leads. Johnson cut off by a double. She'll get it to Strother. 2:15 to play in overtime. They'll bounce it to Natalie Nolan. She'll line up the seams and drill a three. 14 for Natalie Nolan. It's 76-74. A.J. Williams back on the other end. Back to Stanley. Stanley back to A.J. Williams. 33 on the night for A.J. Williams. Little hesitation dribble on Markle. Loses her. Goes up off the window. And that's an offensive foul. A.J. Williams knifed into the paint. Offensive foul. She'll pick up her third. Carly Smith out. Cheyenne Clement in for Coach Jinks. Arcadia Lacaz will get Strother. Jocelyn Johnson out as well. So it's Lacaz, Nolan, Johnson, Nolan, and Markle. Chance to tie or take the lead for Pitkin. 143 and counting. And Abby Nolan off the window and in, and we're tied. 76 all. 135 remaining in the first overtime. Lejeune loses it. Abby Nolan had it stolen away. Bodies hit the deck. Markle has it. Timeout. Coach George, he'll get it. And Markle hits the deck. Timeout. Lady Tigers tied at 76, 128 remaining in the first overtime. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Back here in overtime inside the University Center, 76 all. We went to overtime at 67-67, and both of these teams are lighting it up here in the bonus frame. 1 minute, 28 seconds remaining, and after the scramble for possession, Coach George was granted the timeout after Lila Markle hit the deck. Man, what a game. Winner moves on to the state championship against Bell City. But let me tell you, both of these teams have emptied the tank. You never like to have the old cliche that nobody's a loser in this one, but man, somebody's going to walk away from this one very disappointed. But again, both of these teams have left it all out here. Lila Markle with it to start us off after the timeout. 1:20 to play in the first overtime. 76 all. Crossover dribble, Lejeune. Strother, catch and shoot three for the lead. That one no good. Markle taps out the long rebound. Pitkin will have a possession on the house here with 1:05 to play in overtime. Markle guarded by Lejeune. Back out to Abby Nolan. Nolan knifes in, takes the bump, count the basket and the foul. Abby Nolan gets it to go. She's headed to the free throw line. Abby Nolan, 4 points here in the quarter. That foul on Carly Smith, her third, 78-76. Pitkin takes the lead. Madison Johnson in, Lexi Strother out. Jocelyn Johnson in. It's Markle, Jocelyn Johnson, Natalie Nolan, Madison Johnson, and Abby Nolan at the free throw line looking to add to a 78-76 Pitkin lead. And the free throw short. Rebound tapped out. It's loose. Natalie Nolan hits the deck. Madison Johnson had it. A.J. Williams had it. And now back to Natalie Nolan. They'll pull it back out with 48 seconds left. Lady Tigers have it with a 2-point lead. Lila Markle guarded by A.J. Williams. Abby Nolan on the handoff, guarded by Carly Smith. They'll give it back to Markle. Lila guarded by A.J. Williams. And that'll be a reach-in foul on A.J. And that's A.J. Williams' fourth, so she can't foul again. If the opportunity presents itself, they'll need her out on the floor. I just stabbed myself with the sharp end of my pen. That's not ideal. Probably have ink poisoning after this. Markle to the free throw line. Pitkin leads it by 4 with 35.4 seconds left in the first overtime. Lila Markle, all 5 of her points coming in the fourth quarter, makes the first free throw. The folks filing into the University Center have been treated to a fantastic basketball game. Again, this is just the semifinal. The winner will face Bell City on Friday. Markle makes both. Cooler than a milkshake in a snowstorm. Lila Markle knocks down a pair. It's a 4-point Pitkin lead with 35 seconds remaining. Markle to the bench. Again, with 4 fouls, didn't want to have her on the floor. And Turner's fouled, and she'll be shooting 3. Jocelyn Johnson on the closeout, got her on the blow-by, and that'll be Jocelyn's 4th. Andy Stanley to the free throw line. 2 players that have not been in the game, that have had to watch from the bench as Stanley makes the first. Andy Turner and Charlie Lentz both fouled out in that fourth quarter. Second free throw is good from Stanley. She'll have 1 more. She's up to 8 points for the ball game. Markle in, Desiree Powell out. This one to make it a 1-point game. Pitkin leads it 80-78, and now it's 80-79. Stanley with 9 points. 30 seconds left. 1-point Pitkin lead. They are hanging on like a cat on a screen door. Madison Johnson with it. She'll get it over to Markle. Some pressure in the backcourt. And that is going to be a 10-second count. Turnover back to Fairview with 20.8 left. That was a quick count there. And I'm sorry, that was, I think they're going to give him the timeout. Did they give him the timeout? Is that a turnover or timeout? So Fairview's got it. I was going to say, that felt like a quick count, but 20.8 left. Man, what a game. Again, somebody's going to walk away with this one heading to a state championship. The other just going to be putting the pieces together on what could have been. But, man, you talk about leaving everything on the floor. This has been a fantastic game. Pitkin had an 11-point lead in the third. Fairview took the lead in the fourth. Right now, Pitkin leads it 80-79. Charlie Lentz for Pitkin having to watch. She fouled out in the fourth. Andy Turner fouled out in the fourth. We are in the first overtime. And it'll be Andy Stanley from the side to trigger it in near the Fairview bench and right in front of the scores table. A.J. Williams, 33 points. None here in overtime. She goes in, takes the bump, shot up, no good. Jocelyn Johnson rebounds. 13 seconds left. And A.J. Williams is down behind the play in some pain. And she is in some kind of pain here on the floor. Pitkin has the basketball, but right now, more importantly, A.J. Williams is down, writhing in pain, holding that left knee. We will take a timeout. Hopefully she's okay. Pitkin basketball with 10.6 left, 80-79. They lead.
Donna Bell State Farm Agency, 361 Highway 165 North Oakdale, is a proud supporter of the academic and athletic programs of the Pitkin High School Tigers. Donna Bell and her staff recognize the importance of providing the right combination of academics and athletics in preparing our students to be good citizens of the community. Go by and visit the folks at Donna Bell State Farm in Oakdale to discuss your auto, home, health, and life insurance needs, or call them at 318-215-9994. Proud to be a good neighbor to the Pitkin community.
A.J. Williams will limp slowly to the bench. Hopefully she's okay. She will not be on the floor for the start of this final 10.6 seconds. It's 80-79. Pitkin going to have to inbound it under the basket. They lead it 80-79. So execution on the inbounds play. If you're Fairview, you're going to be fouling. You may try to go for the steal initially. Both teams in the bonus in overtime number one. Actually, it'll be a side out. Jocelyn Johnson will bounce it to Abby Nolan. It's ripped away by Lejeune. Coach Mulkey asking why we're calling a timeout on that, and it'll be Natalie Nolan. She leaves the defender up to Jocelyn Johnson. She'll dribble it out. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Natalie Nolan over to Lila Markle. And for the first time since 2001, the Pitkin Lady Tigers are headed to the state championship game. They knock off the defending champion Fairview Lady Panthers in overtime, 80-79. And the dream season for Coach George and the Lady Tigers rolls on to the championship game on Friday. What a basketball game that was. We'll take a break, come back, and put a bow on this one. The Lady Tigers are headed to the state championship game.
Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright would like to take this time to remind everyone of the importance of not driving while under the influence. Never get behind the wheel of an automobile while impaired. Drinking and driving is a behavior that endangers lives, including your own. Vernon Parish District Attorney Terry Lambright and his staff would like to commend the hard work shown throughout our area high school sports programs. Congratulations on a job well done.